Hello. Just gonna play around with the visuals a bit. Hello. Hi, Reagan. Hi, Caitlin. Reagan, I love it. It's been a while since we've done a live and you haven't forgotten. You're straight in there with your hashtag live. I love that. I absolutely love that. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jane. Can see you there. Yvonne's got it too with her hashtag live. Hello, Yvonne. Hi, Sam. Hi, Jane. It has been far too long, Reagan, hasn't it? This is our first live for 2023. How the hell are you, ladies? Let me know in the comments. How are you? It's been a long time. Vicky's here. Hi, Vicky, the winner of our summer shred. Welcome back, Vicky. Hi, Holly. It's nice to have you here. And I love that you've remembered your hashtag live. That is so cool. Guys, I thought I would take things down a little bit in relaxation time. So you can see I'm on my couch. I'm not sort of sitting behind my desk this time. I thought we'd just, have a bit of a couch chat tonight. So if you haven't already, if this is your first Inner Fit Live, you come to this in your Ugg boots, on your couch, and hopefully with a cup of tea in your hand or a wine if you are that way inclined, and you sit back and relax and you can listen to me chat to you. Tonight I have this topic that I am so passionate about bringing you, ladies. I just couldn't wait any longer, so I thought it would be a good time to bring this one to you tonight. We're a month in already. It's the end of January, beginning of February. I know that some of you have started hard on your goals. Some of you are struggling a little bit. I know that a lot of people find January really hard with their health because their kids are home, routines out the window. There's still parties at summer. Well, for some of you it's summer. It's been really wet and gross here in Adelaide. But I know that for a lot of people, they end up writing January off. So I thought this was a good time because I want to talk to you tonight about how I went from the calorie counting carousel, from yo-yo dieting, and from, to be brutally honest, really low self-esteem, body confidence, to the point where I feel so in control of my health, where with my food, my nutrition, the way I look, I'm confident with what I see in the mirror. And I know that I can feel fit and fabulous and I don't have to jump on a diet ever again. And I actually want to show you, ladies, how I did that, how I went from that place to where I am now. So that's what I want to share with you tonight. I'm going to give you the exact things that I did. I'm going to tell you what I did in tonight's training, if you'll allow me. So sit back and relax. Make sure you've got your cup of tea. If you don't, go make one with me on in the background. That's fine. You can just be listening. So there's nothing special to watch tonight. If you want to put headphones in and go for a walk while you listen to me, do that as well. It is a beautiful night out. Tara, hi Tara. I haven't seen you in ages. She's got her hashtag live as well. Joanne's here. Hi Joanne. Jane's given us sunshine. I hope that means it is sunny up in Queensland, Jane, because it is. It's sunny today here in Adelaide, but it hasn't been this week. Alrighty. For those of you that are new to the Inner Fit family, let me talk to you a little bit about who I am. My name is Amelia. I am the director here at Inner Fit for Women. I am the head nutrition coach. I am the writer of all of the programs that we have done in the past. I am a mother of two gorgeous girls. I'm sure if they could hear me, they would disagree. But they are beautiful girls. One has just started high school. That has been a huge week in our house. For high school, I have a husband that does shift work, so I am by no means, I'm a busy woman like you guys. I'm just like you ladies. I hold down a job, so I run my own business. That is definitely more than full-time as well. I'm just like you ladies. I really am. I don't have hours and hours a day to, go to the gym or anything like that. I'm a busy woman. I'm a busy mum. My kids play sport. We're at sports 7 days a week. They both play netball, one quite competitively. So, we're out. We're all busy with what we've got going on. So that's who I am. I'm also a teacher by trade. Okay, so a couple of years ago, up until a couple of years ago, I was teaching. Now, ladies, that is super relevant because I know all the tricks of the trade for teaching, for getting people to learn, for how to, really drive home some of those strategies for helping people. And that has definitely carried across into Inner Fit for Women. So those of you that have done our programs before, I'm sure you can attest to this, that I do come across with a bit of a teacher vibe at times, gentle teacher vibe, but definitely that you can't take the teacher out of the girl, but you can take the girl out of the classroom kind of mode. So let me know, guys, if you agree with that or not, if I've got that teacher vibe. I think I do, but... and then, yes, so now I'm head nutrition coach here at Inner Fit for Women, and my sole purpose is to help you gorgeous, busy women to design healthier lives. That is my sole purpose. That's what I'm here for. I can see Melissa is on. Hi, Melissa. It's nice to have you here too with your hashtag live. So tonight I actually really wanted to touch on a topic that is really close to my heart. And for those of you who have worked on us on the Inner Fit programs before, you will know how important this is to me. I really do want to show you that you can live a life that is free from calorie counting, because it's time consuming and it's stressful. We can live a life that is free from yo-yo dieting. We don't need to be going from one program to the next, never really seeing any results. And most importantly, we can live a life that is free from limiting beliefs about ourselves. And that's what we want. I want you to start to believe and to live out the fact that you can eat the foods you love and feel fit and fabulous while doing so. So I know this is possible, and I know that some people, you hear that and you go, well, it's not true. Everyone spooks that it's not true. It is true. It really is true. And I can tell you that because I've lived it. I've been there and done it. Okay, I've been there and done it. I used to spend hours, ladies. I used to spend hours trying to find the perfect outfit to wear. Hands up if that's ever been you. I mean hours. I would cry some nights because even though my husband told me things looked fine, don't we all love that word when we're trying to look nice when we're going out? Fine. You look fine. I would spend hours trying to get ready. I would be in tears because I didn't think anything looked good. Everything I tried on was ugly. Everything made me look fat or frumpy or like I had a big bum. I was in that space. Who can relate to that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know with an emoji. Who can relate to that? I used to look at other women and wish I had their bodies. Oh my God, did I do that? I was always comparing myself to other women. I wished I was as fit as them. And the sad thing was, I was already actually pretty close to their size and shape. But I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I was completely attached to an ideal, and nothing short of that was good enough. Nothing short of that was good enough. Who can relate to that one? I can see a few of you popping up in the comments that you can relate, yeah. Ladies, I yo-yo dieted for years, and it started in high school for me, absolutely. I was never really overweight, probably because I yo-yo dieted all the time and I didn't have a good relationship with food. But I would go up and down with my weight faster than a yo-yo on the end of a kid's finger. Maybe that's why they call it yo-yo dieting, because it's just a continue up and down. I'd gain 5 kilos, lose 5 kilos, gain 5 kilos, lose 5 kilos. I might do this 2 or 3 times in a year. I was never happy. But it felt like a never-ending cycle of always being on a diet, always watching what I was eating, always feeling guilty. Who can relate to that? Well, I'm seeing lots of hands. Yeah, all of it. I thought, this one's the killer. I thought that if I just hit a certain number on the scale, that I'd be happy. That I would be so happy. I would be content. I would have confidence. If I hit the number 57 on the scales, my whole life is going to be better. When I get to 57, I'm going to be thin, I'm going to be toned, I'm going to be, everyone's going to think I'm amazing, everyone's going to value me. I'm going to be worth something when I hit 57 kilos. I thought I'd be a happier person, and everything depended on that number on the scale. The lower the number, the better person I would be. Yikes. When I think back now to that brutal truth, and I've had to go through a bit of work to work out that that's what was happening, it makes me sad. That's what it was. I attached my worth to a number on the scale. And I held everything to those scales, ladies. I held everything. If it didn't go down each week, if it didn't go down enough each week, and there's a whole nother topic, how much is enough? I would punish myself. What did I do wrong? I didn't walk enough. I ate too much on like 1,200 calories. Yeah, I know I tell you guys not to do 1,200 calories. That's because I used to do it. I did it up and down for so long. So I'd get upset with myself, and then I wouldn't eat for a few days. And then I'd feel like crap. And so it cycled again and again. Everything was dependent on the number on the scales. Everything. That's how I valued myself, was the number on the scales. The other thing that I would do is I would see women with muscles, a beautiful shape, and compare myself to them. I'd see them with tone, and I would be jealous. I would be wondering why they were so lucky to have a body like that. And that maybe, just maybe, if I lost enough weight, if I hit that elusive number on the scale, my body would look exactly like that too. Who's ever thought that one? Who's ever thought, I wish I was as lucky as somebody else is to have that body? Particularly girls or ladies who have muscle. We've been through this one before too. Who's ever thought that? Oh, they're so lucky they've got muscle tone. Oh, they're so lucky to be that size. They're so lucky to be fit and healthy. So yeah, I'm wondering how many of you watching here have felt like this. I want you to tell me in the comments. I want you to own it. How many of these things have happened to you? 1, 2, all of them? And I want you to think for a moment, how does that make you feel? Because I know for me, it made me feel pretty unhappy. To be brutally honest, I was miserable. I didn't like who I was in that space at all. So take a moment just to have a think. Yeah, Mel. Yes to most sadly. I love that you've put sadly because it's eye-opening. It's okay to own it, guys. That's what we're here for tonight. I'm going to take you on a transformation tonight. I really am. That is my goal. I'm going to take you on a bit of a transformation in the next half an hour if you'll allow me to do so. Yeah, yo-yo dieting, Sam. A number on the scale. Yeah, we are so attached to the sad step. We are. Thank you, fashion magazines, and thank you, media. And it's not just social media because it was around when we were kids. You know, the whole media thing, it's not a social media thing. It's a media thing. It's what we're conditioned to believe. Tara's got her hand up. Yep. You don't have to comment if you don't want to, guys, but I want you to own it. I want you to own it in here tonight. Yeah, you can just say to yourself, that's me. Or you can say to yourself, that's me, but I don't want to be there anymore. And I'm going to take you through how I got there. So one day things did change for me. Clearly. That's why we're here tonight. I'm going to share it with you. It was actually like a bit of an epiphany. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not one for that wishy-washy stuff, you know. But it was a bit like that. And I thought to myself, I didn't want to feel this way anymore. I've had enough. It came from a fire in my belly. I'd had enough. I wanted to feel good all of the time. I wanted to be confident all of the time. I wanted less stress over my food. I didn't want to be counting calories. I wanted to have control over my body. And it hit me from deep within. I wanted to have a body that was strong, that was toned, and I was damn well going to figure out how to get there. Because what that meant for me, and it's different for everybody, But what it meant for me to have a strong body was that I was healthy. Okay? And that needs to be the most important thing. Healthy mind, healthy body. I knew I had to get off the calorie counting carousel. That's a mouthful when you say it out loud, but it's true. The carousel never stops turning. For anybody who's a Grey's Anatomy fan, give me a holler. The carousel never stops turning. I had to get off of it. I had to stop counting every little thing that went into my mouth. I had to stop feeling guilty when I ate something unhealthy. This had to stop, and I knew that something had to change. It had to change. Have you ever felt like that? Like you just know that something has to change, or it's going to be the end of you. You get to that point, ladies, where it has to change, because the cost of staying where you are, in a place of negative self-talk, in a place of low confidence, and in a place of lack of control, is far worse for you than investing some time and investing in your health and your habits. Have you ever been at that point? Let me know with an emoji. Vicky, ironically 57. It's not ironically. Vicky, don't worry about it ironically. That's right now, that's where you're attached to in your head. Thank you for sharing, Vicky. I just knew that what I was doing wasn't working. Melissa's given us a yep. This is where I got to. I just knew that something had to change. I was dreaming of a lifestyle where I could eat without restriction, where I could live a life and be happy without being hungry, starving hungry all the time, where I felt strong and confident in my body. I longed for the day that I was happy to wear a singlet. I'm wearing a singlet and I don't care. Yeah, I got to that point. I longed for the day where I didn't care what other people thought of me. I longed for that day, particularly what they thought of my body, and that I could be happy in whatever I wore. I have reached that point, to be honest. I'll share with you how. I longed for the day when I would look in the mirror and feel pleased, strong, and proud. And that day did come. It did come. It took some work, but it came. And if you let me, I would really love to share with you how I got there. Would that be okay? Can you let me know if that's okay? Because I want to share that with you, but I want your permission to do that. I'd like to share with you how I went from program to program, never really seeing any results. How I went from hating, catching glimpses of parts of my body in the mirror, and being sad. I was hating what I saw in the mirror. Okay? And now I catch glimpses of myself in the mirror, and there are parts I'm really proud of. I want to share with you. I want to share with you how I now see the parts that give me strength, the parts that give me shape. And I now look at my body and think, wow, you know what? You're helping me to function. You're helping me to be the best mum, the best wife, the best inner fit for women director that I can be. And I got to that point, and I want to share that. I can see, yes, Holly says, please. Lisa's thumbs up. Sam's up. Yvonne's, yes, please. Sam would love to hear it. Beautiful. I'm going to tell you right now. So getting there, getting here from a place of self-doubt, of self-negative talk, and from hating, I tell you, literally hating what I saw in the mirror. I can't exaggerate that one enough. I hated it. You would never catch me in front of a mirror without my clothes on. I kid you not. I kid you not. And ladies, I'm only talking 2, maybe 3 years ago. That's it. Right? And I've got young girls, so body image needs to be positive because I need to be a role model. This was only 2, maybe 3 years ago. I would not be caught dead in front of a mirror without clothes on in my own home. I went from that to a place where I feel fit. I feel confident. I feel strong. But it wasn't an overnight thing. So that needs to be stated right now. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't a sudden shift in something I was doing, but rather it was a series of smaller things all lined up together to create the so-called perfect storm. It did take a little bit of time, but it didn't take me the full 2 years. Okay, it didn't take long. Once I implemented the strategies that I needed to implement, it happened fast. It snowballed. It absolutely snowballed. It didn't take me the 2 years. I'm just telling you where I was 2 years ago. And here I'm going to share with you my 5 things that I had to start doing in order for this to happen. I had to be brutally honest about what I was doing that was keeping me stuck. I had to be brutal with myself. It's tough, but it's liberating. It is so liberating. I can tell you there were some things that I had never even noticed about myself that I was doing that were holding me back. Had no idea. My habits, my thoughts, my actions that were so ingrained in my daily routine that I didn't even register they existed. I know that some of you have been through this journey with us and you've realized that you've got some of these things as well. I had to get clear on my goals and why I wanted them. That was important. I needed someone to help me do that too. I needed to know why I wanted to be different to what I currently was. What I was at that time. What was it going to do for me and my family to make that change? What was it going to do for my self-confidence to make that change? And was it worth it? Hell yeah, it was worth it. But I had to be clear on those goals. Then I had to take action. Sounds easy in theory, doesn't it? The action wasn't hard though. It really wasn't hard, but it had to be taken. I had to take the action. Ladies, you can read all the books in the world. You can watch all of the podcasts. You can watch all of my videos. God knows how many there are in this Facebook group from the past year with our Sunday Night Lives. You can watch all of those. But they're not going to give you results just by watching. We have to take action. Nothing will change until you take action. It's the actions that I had to take that got me there. They weren't hard. They weren't time-consuming. You probably, from the outside looking in, wouldn't have even realised I was making changes because they were so simple and so tiny and they didn't upheave our entire life. Some people think you have to completely change your entire life to change your fitness and your health. You don't. You so don't. Okay? It was different to what I was doing though. And it was different to the habits that I had built, the unhealthy habits. But I had to make that commitment. I had to make that commitment to making those small changes to the habits and the things that I was doing because that's what had a massive impact on my health, my confidence and my success. It was taking action and being committed to making those small changes. And I say small because they're pretty small. I had to drop my ego. Now, this was a big one for anybody that knows my family. Everybody's boss. Everybody knows best. And I think on some level we all do. You know, we hold dear what we know and what we think to be true. I think that's a human being trait. I had to drop my ego. I had to drop my mindset that I knew it all. I knew how to lose weight. You eat less, move more, right? Hands up, guys. Who's heard that one? I know you've heard it from me. Eat less, move more. I don't need to get a coach. I don't need to get help. It's simple. Eat less, move more. So this should be easy. This should be super simple. Who's ever thought that to themselves? I don't need help with losing weight. All I have to do is eat less and move more. Who's ever thought that? But it's not, is it? Because if it was, we wouldn't be striving for something more. It's not that easy. Scientifically, yeah. But in theory, no. And clearly, this was the part that got me. Clearly, even though I thought that, whatever I was doing, whatever I thought was right, whatever I thought was, well, I know better, wasn't working. Because if it was working, I would have been where I wanted to be. Quite clearly it wasn't working. So I had to eat some humble pie. I really did. And it's taken me a while to be able to come out and say that. I ate my humble pie. And I realized that I needed help. That was a big game changer for me. Even if that person told me things I already knew, hearing from someone else who had been on my journey, who had been in my experience, who had experienced what it is that I wanted to do, it made it sink in. I listened. It made me understand how important it was. It made me apply what they told me to make changes. It made me take action. I was accountable to someone else. That was huge. I had to get out of my own way, even if it was just for a short time, to see the bigger picture. That was huge. That was life-changing. Getting out of your own way. But in doing that, I also had to let go of what I thought I knew. And I had to be open to things I didn't know, or things that I thought were wrong, or things that I thought weren't achievable for me. Because until that happened, I was going around and around in circles, never really achieving anything and never knowing why I wasn't achieving anything. I had to learn, I had to work on myself to be open, to be responsive, and to be ready for that change. Because when you are ready for change, ladies, when you are open to making true changes, when you let someone guide you, when you get out of your own way and you trust the process, magical things happen. In the shortest amount of time, magic happens. It absolutely does. And I want some magic. I want some magic in my life. I want some magic in your life. Ladies, I want to know what you think about those things that I had to do to get to where I want to be. What do you think? What I do need to share with you is that all of these things changed my life. It wasn't one of them. It wasn't just one of those things. It was all of them together. Those are the things that I did. They changed the way I viewed food. They changed the way I viewed myself. They changed the way I viewed my body. And, believe it or not, they changed the way I valued my time and my energy. Those 5 things all had to come together, though. It wasn't one and without the other. It wasn't picking one and going, I'm going to work on that. Those are the things I had to work on step by step. When I look back and when I repeat that to you, it sounds massive. But when I was in the process of it, it was tiny. But the magic was happening. And I look at how far I came just implementing those little things, getting out of my own way. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard at all. In fact, I found the more I leant into it, the more action I took, the easier it became. It became like a snowball rolling down a hill. It became easy for me to be happier, to be confident, and to feel in control. Ladies, I can't describe for you what it feels like to be in control of your food and your body. It is amazing. To be in control of your calories without calorie counting. When I decided to go all in on my health, when I decided to make that commitment to me, to let go of the things that weren't serving a purpose in my health, here's what happened. Here's what happened. I started liking parts of me that I saw in the mirror. I started admiring different aspects of myself and appreciating what my body could do for me. Let me know if that sounds like something you want. What else happened? I no longer stressed over having things to wear or being worried about what I look like. I had a newfound confidence in my decisions around my clothing. Huge. That was huge. I actually started to stop comparing myself to other women. I really did. I can see Holly's got a double hands up. I love that emoji, Holly. I stopped comparing myself to other women and instead I started appreciating what I saw in them. That they must work hard for their health. That I too am on that same journey and I can't wait to see my hard work pay off. However that looks. Doesn't have to be physical or anything like that. Hard work working on you. I stopped the yo-yo dieting. Oh my God, it's so good to say that. I stopped the yo-yo dieting. I stopped buying programs that I would never finish. In fact, I stopped counting calories altogether. On a daily basis, I don't count calories. I could tell you what's gone into my mouth, but I'm not counting calories every day. I began to use food as fuel And boy, oh boy, ladies, does that make a difference. I no longer felt guilty if I had a sweet treat or if I grabbed a biscuit. I don't feel that anymore. I don't attach to an outcome of feeling to the number on the scale. Look, I still hop on the scale every now and then, but I don't attach myself to it anymore. It doesn't upset me if the number goes up. My number went up this week. I'm like, cool. I've fueled my body this week because of it. I know where my goal's going. I don't attach myself to a number. I don't think I'm a legend if it goes down. I don't give myself a pat on the back anymore for going, woohoo, you lost 500 grams this week. It is what it is. It's a data point. It's a data point for reference on my journey towards my goal. I no longer attach myself to that number on the scale. And I know that some of you here are heading towards that as well. And I stopped playing the victim. This was a big one for me. I stopped thinking how lucky everybody else was to have a healthy body. I learned what it was going to take to get myself to a point that I was happy with. And I made changes to go and get it for myself. I can only control what happens to my body, and that is all I focused on. Ladies, you can only control what happens to your body, and that is all you should focus on. And once I did that, I no longer really noticed the bodies of other women at all. I definitely wasn't comparing myself because I had no emotion attached to it anymore. The emotion was gone because I knew that my body was within my control. And that's all that I needed to worry about. It didn't impact me anymore what other people looked like because I was doing me. And that's all that mattered. Because at the end of the day, no one really cares about what you're doing. Brutal. But let me explain that. Put yourself in the shoes where you're looking at other women. Are you really judging them? I bet you're not. But we think that everybody else is judging us, don't we? We do. We think when we wear a bikini at the beach that everybody's looking at us, everybody's judging us. Flip that around. If you see a lady in a bikini at the beach, do you sit there and judge her? Do you look at her cellulite and criticize that? Do you look at the size of her? No, you don't. You don't. And I can guarantee you they're not doing that back to you. We are our own worst enemy, ladies. And when you stop playing the victim and when you take control, you don't care what anybody else thinks. And it's so wonderful. It is so wonderful. I'm super curious now. I'm right up against the screen tonight. I'm so excited. So I'm going to sit back a bit. Which of those transformations that I had sounds most appealing to you? Drop it in the comments. I'm really keen to know, those of you that are here, which one of those transformations sounds most appealing to you? Was it getting off the calorie counting carousel? Or was it being able to stop worrying about what other people look like and focus on your own health journey? I want to see you comment in the chat, guys, or even just comment me in the chat if it was all of them. Who wants to start liking what they see in the mirror? Empowering, I can tell you, it is so empowering. Or what about starting to feel positive and confident about who you are and what you can do? Or the clothes that you wear. Imagine having that confidence every day to know that it doesn't matter what you wear, you're going to look amazing. You're going to feel amazing. Who cares what you look like? You're going to feel amazing. Yeah, counting the calories, the number on the scale, not to matter, that's a big one. Holly says, oh, yeah. Who wants to say goodbye to being attached to that number on the scale? Yeah, Sam's identified that. Yvonne's like, me. Yeah. They're important things. The clothes factor is my trigger point. That was a really big one for me, Reagan. Really big one. Knowing that whatever I put on, I'm going to look fine. I'm going to look great. And there is a trick to that. There is a trick to that. Not so much a trick, but it's a mindset thing and it's all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it can happen. Getting off the calorie counting carousel. I'm going to say that like so many times. At some point I'm going to stagger because it's like a mouthful, but it's such a beautiful alliteration, isn't it? The calorie counting carousel. Vicky says all of it. Yeah. So I wonder then, Would you believe me if I told you it was possible? I mean, you know it's possible. I'm sitting here. I'm living proof that it's possible. I've coached beautiful women in this group, one of whom is on this live tonight, who've had very similar results. Women that you know, busy mums, busy professionals. What would you say if I told you it was possible for you? And then what would you say if I asked, would you want that for you? I want you to think about that inside. Is that something you want for yourself? Because it is possible. You just have to believe in you and that you can get it. You have to believe that it is right there for you to reach out and take it, to have in your life. It's all about putting you first. It's all about making those realizations for your own life like I did, about taking those small but very necessary steps to build yourself a happier and healthier lifestyle. Yippee, says Sam. Hell yeah, says Joanne. Reagan, it is possible 6 months into InnerFit. It's possible, Reagan. I'm going to drop that number down for you, my love. 6 months. We're going to do it quicker than that. I want for you ladies a lifestyle where you feel fit, where you feel fabulous, and where you are feeling forever free of the diet and calorie counting carousel. That's what I want for you. And when you're ready to reach out and grab it, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here on my little black couch because it's bigger than a little black book. Ladies, this is what I do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to help you with. And where Reagan says she's, been with the InnerFit family for 6 months and it's possible, absolutely it is. But I'm going to tell you, I can help you get it done in 90 days or less. That's what I'm going to do. I said that. You can get to this point. You can get to this point of feeling all of those things that we've talked about tonight in the next 90 days or less. Comment a hell yeah in the comments below if that sounds amazing. Let me know if that sounds good. I'm going to take you from the calorie counting carousel, from feeling sad about where your body is at, from feeling out of control with your health, from feeling tired, exhausted even, and overwhelmed, to feeling energized, to feeling in control, to feeling fueled, that's what we want, and to feeling fit, to feeling confident in your wardrobe choices, to feeling fit and fabulous. I can see all of those hell yeahs coming through. Look at you guys. And I'm going to do this with you in our brand new step-by-step 90-day or less transformation. I'm going to hold your hand while you discover your best self and what it means for you to be truly happy with your health and your body. We're going to work together to rid those demons that are holding you back and to provide you with the space to truly step into the woman you want to be. The busy mum, the busy work wife, the busy woman trying to balance it all. We're going to work together, guys, so that you can no longer buy a weight loss program that you won't use or experience the fatigue-ridden hunger of trying to achieve that elusive number on the scale. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to work intimately with you so that you don't derail from your goal. You're going to get there. We are going to get you there. And we're going to work together so that you know exactly what it takes for you to feel fit and fabulous forever. Hell yeah. And we're going to support you every step of the way until you achieve it. Fit and fabulous forever. So if you do want that, I'm looking for those women who are ready to make a real change. Ready for those who are tired of being where they're at, of feeling like you just don't know the way forward. That's where I was. I just didn't know the way forward and I was done. I was so done. The fire in my belly was, when you are just so there, the change needs to happen. And I'm looking for women who are in that spot. That fire in their belly to take action. The fire in their belly to stop going around in circles and to start to see real change in the next week. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for women who are ready to do whatever it takes to make their dreams a reality right now. So my gift to you ladies, I've got a gift for you. I really do. I've never done this before. I'm doing it this week because I am so freaking passionate about helping you ladies on this journey. I want you to feel fit and fabulous. I want you to truly realize how amazing you are. So I have cleared my schedule this week. I'm opening up my diary, my time, and I'm going to allow you to jump on a call with me. And we're going to work together through some of those things that are truly holding you back. Those things that are stopping you from truly grabbing the confidence you've always dreamed of. I'm going to spend some time with you. We're going to jump on a call and we're going to really understand what it is that you want and what steps you might need to take to get there. How does that sound? Does that sound good to anyone? I'm going to open up my calendar and we're going to have a chat. We're literally going to have a chat about you, your journey, where you're at, and what are some of the things I think could do to help you. But I do need to be upfront. Yeah, I'm seeing all those emojis come through. Sounds good, doesn't it? There's nothing like a good old girly chat, but you have to bring a cup of tea or a wine with you. That's my only thing, okay? And wear your Ugg boots. Don't be looking all pretty, because that doesn't make me feel good. Of course it does, because I don't care what other women look like. But I do need to be upfront. Just like you, I have so many hours in the day, right? I only have so many hours in the day. If this is something that you really want, it's free, guys. We're just going to jump on a call. It's not anything else. If this is something you know you need, then you'll need to jump on and book yourself that call, because there are limited spots available. There really are. I'm going to drop a link in the comments in a minute so that you can book the call. Maybe book it tonight before you go to sleep, before you go to bed, so that when you wake up tomorrow morning, you know that you have taken the first step to changing your life, to getting off that calorie counting carousel. I would love to hear your questions, ladies. Pop them below. Let me know what you're thinking if you've got any questions for me. I want you to say that 2023 is for me. That's what I want you to say to yourself. I believe 2023 is the year for you. I really do. This is the year that busy women need to put themselves first. We've done a pandemic. We've done generations of putting everybody else first. We're through the pandemic. We've proven we can survive anything. Now it's time for you to put yourself first, because everybody else will survive that too. Don't worry. It's okay to put yourself first. So if you've got any questions, pop them below. But I want you to start saying your mantra for this year is 2023 is all about me. I want you to say that to yourself now. I want you to say it to yourself tomorrow, every day when you wake up. 2023 is for me. I want you to have everything that you need to feel fit and fabulous. That is my goal for you in 2023. And I want to be here to support you to do that. That is my goal for 2023. Yes, Yvonne, 2023 is for me. Yes, I love that. My goal for 2023 is to make it all about you. What's your goal? I wonder what your goal will be. All right, it looks like there aren't too many questions tonight. There's a lot of hell yes and that's me's and sounds awesomes. I can't wait. So I'm going to put that link up in the comments in a second once we hang up. I have definitely taken up enough of your time tonight. We've gone a little bit over. I apologize for that. But I can't wait to see you on our very personal calls. I can't wait to help you start that forward movement towards your goals and towards you feeling fit and fabulous forever in the next 90 days. Ladies, have an amazing week. I will see you on our strategy call. Bye.